Imagine waking up one morning and suddenly your world shifts, not because you changed anything overnight, but because something greater has moved on your behalf. It's like the universe itself begins to whisper, "This is your moment." You start noticing things, subtle at first, then undeniable, that signal you are no longer walking in the ordinary. Doors that were once closed swing open with ease. Opportunities you never expected come knocking. Relationships that drained your energy now fill you with strength. And in the midst of challenges, you feel an unshakable peace that defies explanation. These are not coincidences. They are signs. 4 powerful signs that something extraordinary has aligned for you. Pay close attention, because recognizing these signs will change everything you thought you knew about success, destiny, and your place in this world. When unexpected opportunities begin to appear effortlessly, it's not simply luck or coincidence. It is a clear indication that something greater is orchestrating your path. Think about a river carving its way through solid rock, not by force, but by persistent, unseen pressure over time. When God blesses you, your life starts to flow like that river. Opportunities you never planned for or imagined seem to present themselves without struggle. Doors that were once locked tight suddenly swing open. People you've never met offer help. Ideas that seemed impossible become real possibilities. This phenomenon challenges the natural order of things. Normally, opportunities come from hard work, connections, or timing, but when these blessings come, they break the usual pattern. It's as if the very circumstances around you are bending in your favor, creating openings where none existed before. Have you ever experienced a moment when you felt completely unprepared, yet the right chance showed up just at that moment? That's the work of a high alignment in your favor. A biblical principle captures this perfectly. "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope." This reminds us that beyond our effort and understanding, there is a purpose-driven design for our lives. When you begin to see doors open without you pushing hard, it's a sign that your life is aligning with that greater plan. Look at the life of Thomas Edison, a man who faced countless failures yet stumbled upon breakthroughs when the right opportunity met his persistence. Sometimes his inventions came out of unexpected moments, when he was simply paying attention to his environment, willing to embrace possibilities that seemed accidental at first. What if those moments were not accidents at all, but blessings guiding him to where he was meant to be? This invites you to consider, how often do you dismiss sudden opportunities because they don't fit your plans? What if those unexpected moments are precisely the path you're supposed to take? When the blessing of opportunity arrives, it's not just about what you can gain, but what you are becoming. It stretches your faith and courage, asking you to trust a process you don't fully see yet. How ready are you to walk through a door you never imagined knocking on? Sometimes the greatest growth happens not when we control our circumstances, but when we lean into the unknown with trust. Remember, these effortless opportunities do not mean you stop working hard or dreaming big. Instead, they highlight a shift from struggling against life to moving with life. Like a skilled surfer catching the perfect wave, it's about positioning yourself in the right place at the right time, ready to ride what is coming your way. Are you watching closely enough to catch your wave when it arrives? Opportunities appearing effortlessly also reveal the importance of your mindset and attitude. A heart open to possibility, a mind willing to learn, and a spirit ready to take action are magnets for these moments. If you resist change or cling tightly to your own plans, these blessings might pass unnoticed. Ask yourself, am I open to new paths, or am I holding so tightly to the familiar that I miss what's being offered? The true blessing is not just the opportunity itself, but the transformation it triggers inside you. When doors open unexpectedly, they invite you to step into a new level of your destiny, to grow beyond your past limitations, and to embrace a future you once thought was out of reach. This is the first sign that your life is being blessed on a deeper level. Be ready, be willing, and most importantly, be aware. When relationships shift to support and uplift you, it is one of the most powerful signs that your life is being blessed beyond your own efforts. Imagine a garden. When it is healthy and well nurtured, every plant grows stronger and the entire ecosystem flourishes. But when weeds choke the roots and the soil is poor, growth is stunted and the garden struggles. In the same way, the people around you play a critical role in your growth and success. When God blesses you, your circle changes. The relationships that once drained you begin to transform. People who doubted you may start believing in you. Strangers become allies. Support arrives where there was once skepticism or indifference. This shift is not accidental. It is a reflection of the blessing working on multiple levels, changing not only your circumstances, but the energy and dynamics of those around you. Suddenly, you find yourself surrounded by encouragement, wisdom, and resources that were previously unavailable. This is not just about having friends. It's about being connected to the right people at the right time. People who will lift you higher instead of holding you back. A biblical principle that illustrates this is, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. This shows that we are meant to grow together, to strengthen one another, and to push each other toward greatness. When your relationships start to uplift you, it means you are entering a season where your personal growth is matched by the positive influence of others. Have you ever noticed how your mindset and motivation can be dramatically affected by the company you keep? If your circle is filled with negativity or doubt, it can weigh you down. But when your relationships begin to align with your vision and purpose, they become a source of strength and inspiration. Think about some of the most successful people in history. Behind almost every great achievement is a network of people who believed in the dream, offered guidance, and provided support. Oprah Winfrey often speaks about the mentors who helped shape her path, people who saw potential in her when she was still finding her voice. This reminds us to ask, who is in your circle? Are the people around you lifting you toward your destiny, or are they holding you in the comfort of the familiar? What changes can you make today to build relationships that will truly support your growth? When relationships shift in this way, you also begin to notice a deeper sense of trust and respect emerging. You no longer have to convince others of your worth because the people around you recognize it naturally. This shift frees up your energy to focus on your purpose rather than defending your dreams. The blessing lies not only in the presence of supportive people, but in the freedom that comes with knowing you are valued and understood. This transformation also challenges you to reflect on the kind of person you are becoming. Are you someone who uplifts others, or do you unknowingly drain the energy from those around you? Blessings multiply when you cultivate generosity, kindness, and encouragement in your own heart. The same principle that brings supportive relationships to you also calls you to be that source for others. How often do you invest in the growth of those around you? Are you prepared to be both a receiver and a giver of positive influence? Another important aspect of this shift is how it changes your ability to face challenges. When you have a strong, supportive network, obstacles no longer feel overwhelming. The burden is shared, advice flows freely, and encouragement fuels perseverance. It's like climbing a mountain with a team. You may be the one stepping forward, but the strength of the group propels you upward. Have you experienced the difference between struggling alone and moving forward with support? How can you nurture these relationships to ensure they continue to grow and uplift? The blessing of shifting relationships is subtle but profound. It is a sign that your life is moving into a new chapter where you no longer have to walk your path in isolation. This transformation is a powerful force that propels you toward your destiny, reminding you that the people you surround yourself with are not just bystanders, but active partners in your journey. This is the second sign that your life is blessed, and it's one that demands your attention, not just to receive, but to give back in kind. When challenges no longer shake your inner peace, it signals a profound shift taking place within you, a sign that you have been blessed in a way that goes beyond circumstances. Picture a mighty oak tree standing tall in the middle of a storm. The winds howl and the rain lashes, yet the tree remains rooted and unmoved. Its strength doesn't come from avoiding the storm, but from a deep foundation that holds firm despite it. When your peace remains unshaken amid trials, it means your foundation has been anchored on something unshakable. This kind of peace isn't the absence of problems. It's the presence of something stronger than the problems. Life will continue to bring difficulties, setbacks, and disappointments, but when you are blessed, those external storms no longer have the power to disrupt your inner calm. Your mind stops racing with fear, your heart doesn't drown in anxiety, and your spirit rests in a quiet confidence. This is a peace that surpasses understanding, a calm in the chaos. One biblical principle that captures this beautifully is the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds. This peace is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is fine. It's about having a deep assurance that whatever comes your way, you will emerge stronger and wiser. When you experience this kind of peace, it's as if you are walking through a battlefield without fear, because you know you are protected, not by your own strength, but by something greater. Consider the story of Nelson Mandela, who faced unimaginable hardships, 27 years of imprisonment, injustice, and separation from his family. Yet, he emerged with a spirit unbroken, a man who chose forgiveness and reconciliation over bitterness. Mandela's peace in the face of hardship was a powerful force that changed a nation. What gave him that peace? It was a vision larger than his pain, a belief that his struggle had purpose and that justice would ultimately prevail. What gives you peace when your own storms rage? Can you tap into a source of calm that outlasts your troubles? This peace also transforms how you respond to difficulties. Instead of reacting with panic or despair, you begin to face challenges with clarity and wisdom. You become a problem solver, not a victim. Your calm influences others, becoming a beacon in times of uncertainty. People are drawn to your steadiness because it offers hope and strength. Ask yourself, when faced with adversity, do I allow fear to control me, or do I stand firm in peace? How can cultivating this peace change not only my life, but the lives of those around me? It's important to recognize that this peace comes through intentional choices. It requires daily commitment to refuse anxiety and trust in the bigger picture. Like a sailor who adjusts the sails to catch the wind, you must learn to adjust your perspective to stay anchored in peace. How often do you let worry steer your ship? What habits can you develop to guard your mind and heart from the storm? In real life, we see this kind of peace in people who have endured loss, failure, or rejection, but refuse to be defined by their pain. Instead, they use their experience as fuel to move forward with grace. Their calmness isn't weakness, it's strength disguised as serenity. Imagine a firefighter walking into a burning building, calm, focused, determined, because they trust their training and purpose. You too can develop that kind of unshakable peace in your life. When challenges no longer shake your inner peace, It's a clear sign that your life is blessed beyond the surface. It shows you have been equipped with resilience and faith, with a foundation that nothing can topple. This peace empowers you to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear or difficult. It also invites you to reflect. What anchors me when life gets hard? Is my foundation solid enough to hold me through the storms ahead? This is the third sign that you have been blessed, a peace that acts as your shield and guide through every challenge you face. When doors that were once closed now open wide, it signals a transformation that goes beyond your efforts or qualifications. It is a sign that you are moving into a season of favor and blessing. Think about a locked door that you've tried to open repeatedly, only to find it firmly shut. You may have tried every key, knocked or even forced it without success. Then suddenly, without warning, the door swings open easily, revealing new possibilities and pathways you never thought available to you before. This isn't random. It's a powerful sign that the conditions around you have shifted, allowing new opportunities to enter your life without struggle. This phenomenon challenges the natural laws of cause and effect we often rely on. Normally, success requires long hours, networking, or relentless pushing. But when blessings arrive, doors open in ways that defy logic and human effort. It's as if unseen hands are lifting barriers and creating pathways where none existed before. Have you experienced moments when opportunities came so effortlessly that it felt like the universe itself was clearing your path? What if those moments are not coincidences, but signs that you are being positioned for something greater? A biblical principle captures this beautifully. I will open doors that no one can shut. This reminds us that there are forces at work beyond what we see, aligning circumstances to bring forth breakthroughs. When a door opens that you couldn't open yourself, it's a signal that you are in sync with a larger plan. It's a call to step forward in faith and courage, even when the path beyond the door is unfamiliar. Consider the story of Oprah Winfrey, who faced numerous rejections early in her career. Doors seemed closed to her because of her background and circumstances. Yet, when the right door opened, an opportunity to host a talk show, her life changed dramatically. That door didn't just open because of her talent. It opened because she was prepared, persistent, and positioned to receive the blessing when it came. This invites us to reflect. Are you ready to walk through the doors that are opening for you? Are you preparing yourself for the moments when favor aligns with opportunity? When doors open wide, it also means you are being invited to leave behind old limitations and comfort zones. Sometimes we cling to familiar patterns even if they no longer serve us, because the fear of the unknown is greater than the pain of the present. But the blessing comes when you recognize that these open doors are invitations to growth, to new challenges, and to fulfilling your potential. Are you willing to step through, or are you hesitating at the threshold? In real life, this is like a professional who has worked hard but felt stuck in their career. Then unexpectedly a job offer comes from a company they'd never applied to, or a business opportunity arises through a chance meeting. These open doors transform not only their career, but their confidence and vision for what's possible. They become a living example that when the right doors open, you don't just walk through them, you run, knowing this is your moment. This sign also teaches us about timing. Sometimes the door doesn't open immediately, and it feels like life is stalled. But when the door does open, it confirms that your season has arrived. Patience and preparation are key. The door is not just about access. It's about timing and readiness. What steps are you taking to prepare for the opportunities ahead? Are you cultivating skills, relationships, and mindset that will help you thrive when the door opens? Moreover, open doors come with responsibility. It's a chance not only to advance yourself, but to impact others. When you step into new opportunities, you become a gateway for blessing others as well. How will you use the opportunities before you to uplift those around you? Will you carry the favor forward or keep it to yourself? When doors that were once closed now open wide, it's a sign of blessing that transcends effort and speaks to destiny. It calls you to move forward boldly, to embrace the unknown, and to trust that you are exactly where you need to be. This is the fourth sign that you are being blessed, and it demands your courage and readiness to walk through. As you begin to recognize these four unmistakable signs, the effortless arrival of opportunities, the uplifting shift in your relationships, the unshakable peace within your soul, and the wide open doors before you, know that your life is being blessed in ways you may never have imagined. These signs are not just moments to celebrate, they are invitations to step boldly into the purpose and destiny designed for you. Embrace them with faith, courage, and gratitude, for they mark the beginning of a new chapter filled with promise and potential. Thank you for allowing me to share this message with you today. May you walk forward with confidence, knowing that great blessings are already unfolding in your life. Good luck on your journey. Your breakthrough is closer than you think,